Hello guys, welcome back. It's NoodleHouse here. We're back on Chaos Child. And it's now October 24th, 2015. It's Saturday. A little bit of a claggy throat. I think I'm sick again, which is always fantastic. I know this smell. That was the first thing Shinjo thought as he ducked into the crime scene tape and went inside the third floor condo. He knew this smell. But from where? Oh, that's right, New York. When he was training in America, a local colleague had taken him to a cheap steakhouse. The waiter had brought him a disgusting grilled lamb steak. The smell was a mix of rotting animal blood and burnt fat. He hadn't even taken a single bite. And that was precisely the smell that filled the room right now. The source of the stench was in the middle of the room, on top of the dinner table. The forensics people must have finished their jobs because it had already had a sheet placed over it. Now, it was just waiting to be carried out to the coroner. Shinjo put his hands together a moment in silent prayer and then flipped up the sheet. How grim was this then? The second he saw it, he yanked the handkerchief out of his pocket and forced it to his mouth to stop himself from throwing up. He knew it was disrespectful to the dead, but he couldn't help it. Good evening, Shinjo. He looked up and saw a younger detective talking to the forensics people. The detective lacked his usual energy. This was probably the worst case he'd ever seen. Shinjo didn't want to look bad in front of the younger kid, so he forced the handkerchief away from his mouth. Yeah, good evening. Did we find out who the body is? Well, the body's in a bad shape and she's not wearing clothes. We're never sure now as she's a woman, aged anywhere from her teens to her 30s. You can see hints of charred flesh that indicate the body had once belonged to a woman. But the face was so burnt there was no way to distinguish any features. And even stranger, there was a look like a metal stick coming out of her mouth. What? So she was basically spit roasted then. And not in the kinky way. The rod came out all the way below her abdomen, like a skewer used to cook a kebab. About 10 days ago we got a report of a piece of rebar being stolen from a nearby construction site. The detective flipped open his notepad. Rebar? The stuff they used in concrete walls? Yeah. That's just coming out of the victim's mouth. Yeah, I saw this in an old movie once. It was an old 80s horror flick that he'd seen with some friends in college. The movie was about a bunch of travellers who got lost in the jungle and eaten by cannibals. In one scene, someone had been cooked like this. And there was one more thing. This incident reminded him of a number of others he'd seen recently. The return of the new generation madness. Is this another one? No, it's not the 23rd anymore. On October 23rd, the killer had spent the whole day going after Takuru Miyashiro and his friends, which meant the target had to be one of them. Shinjo? No. Oh, sorry, continue. Shinjo put the sheet back over the body again and made another short prayer. We don't have an ID on the victim, but I think it's safe to assume it's the owner of this room. Riko Haida, right? That's right. He flipped through his notebook and relayed to Shinjo what he'd learned from the condo's manager. 18 years old, single, lived alone, supposedly she worked for his tech support company out of a temp agency, but when I tried to call the agency, they didn't exist. Either they went out of business, or it's a front company for a prostitution ring. We're looking into it now. So, what makes you think she's the victim? Shinjo took out his own notebook and started to copy down the things he thought were important. Well, for one thing, there's no signs of anyone but her coming in into this room ever since she moved in. I'm sorry? Forensics tell me that all the fingerprints and footprints in this room probably belong to her, and there's no sign that anyone else has wiped away. Of course, there are some other fingerprints, but they're all old. They probably belong to the former occupants or a maintenance worker. Forensics thinks they can be ruled out. The only shoe marks at the entrance belong to her too. When we found the body, both doors were locked from the inside, and the windows were locked too, which meant it had to be her. Shinjo felt a little like he was going to faint. So how did the killer get in here to do this? It takes some serious equipment to roast a whole person. You can get that in here without leaving any traces. The younger detective must have been thinking the same thing. If she died in a more normal way, she could rather for suicide without having to bother. But there's no normal way to die. I'm sorry, sir. There's a security camera on the first floor, right?
部下が管理人室で録画のチェックを始めていますが、今のところは何も。
そうか。
Shinjo looked at the victim and then at the forensics people. They were frowning as they talked.
あの様子だと
From the look
死
of
亡
it,
時
they
刻
might be
の
able to
推
determine
定
the
も
time of death.
はい。解剖に
Correct.
回して
Not
みない
an
と
autopsy.
何とも。
If the smoke alarms went off,
火
we
災
would
報
have
知器
known
が
right
作
away.
動していれ
But
ばすぐに分かっ
two
た
of
で
them
しょ
looked
う
at the
が。
useless devices on the ceiling.
壊されていたって？
They're broken, I'm told.
はい。
Correct.
誰に？い
You
や、
broke them.
室内には彼女の指紋しかないんだった
It
な。
has to be her, right?
ということは
But why would she do that?
本人か。
Shinjo couldn't make any sense of it.
というか、新庄さん。
Anyway, Shinjo.
俺、焼死の現場ってのは初めてなんですけど。
But do they normally burn like this?
わからん。
No idea.
こんな
I've
の
never seen
俺
one
だって。
either.
鑑識の連中
The
がね
forensics、people all say they can't
全
figure
員
it out.
ガソリンや灯油を使
Even
ったっ
gasoline
て
can do this.
こんな風には
There
な
was
ら
no
ない。
smell of gasoline anyway. The only stench was of burning meat.
俺、前にテレ
I
ビ
saw
で
it
見
on
たんで
TV
すけ
once,
ど、
but no, never mind.
言えよ。最後まで。
怒りません
You
か？
don't get mad?
内容による。
Depends on what you say.
世界の心
There's
霊
special
現象
on
スペ
psychic
シャルとか
phenomena
いう
going around
番
the
組だっ
world.
たか
One
な。
section was on spontaneous
そこ
human
で人体
combustion.
の
やめろ、バカ。
Stop it, fool. Shinjo poked the yoga detective's head lightly. The detective apologized, but Shinjo hadn't stopped him because it was too unbelievable to be true. He stopped him from the opposite reason. He was probably right. Which meant he didn't want rumors flying around, even inside the police department.
パイロキネシスと言った。
Pyrokinesis, I think they called it. Miyoko Nosato, Hinayama Arimura, and Takuru Miyashiro all had used the words repeatedly. It was the power to set things on fire with your mind. They said the woman that was after the Miyashiro and his friends, Senri Minami Sawa, had it. Was this Riko Haida, a woman attacked by a pyrokinetic then? He came back to the same conclusion he'd reached earlier, but then shook his head.
それでも説明
That
で
doesn't
きない
explain it either.
か。
How did she get the rebar used to skewer the woman inside the room, and how did she get it skewered? Shinjo looked at the large window that dominated the room's east side. The curtain was open and he could see the chaotic city of Shibuya outside. If the building was taller, the view might be impressive, but from this height you could see the dirty backsides of all the surrounding condos and multi-purpose buildings. It was hard to call a nice view. That probably made the rent a lot cheaper though, he thought to himself as he began to examine the glass window. If the killer had used some kind of power to get the rebar from the building across the street, this window would have been shattered. There wasn't a scratch on it.
こいつは俺が一人で考
I
えて
think
も
I'm
ど
going to
う
get
に
anywhere
も
by
ならない
myself
な
here. He had to say it, but he needed a specialist like Miyoko Nosato, so for now, he decided to focus on gathering information.
新庄さん。
Shinjo. What? I like tap on the back of his head, brought him back to reality.
防犯カメラをチェックしてた部下
I
から
worked
連
from
絡
the guy
で
that
す。
could security camera
会社の
footage.
顔がはっき
He
り映
found
っ
a
てる
clear
映像
shot
を
of
見
the
つけまし
victim's
た。
face.
そうか。
He did? Let's go. When he finally got out of the room, he felt like he could breathe again. Disrespectful to the dead or not, he took a deep breath when he got outside. He went down to the first floor and looked at the video on the monitor in the manager's room.
管理人の話だと、
He says
ハイダリ
Riko
コさん
Haida
は
always
必
had
ず
a
カメ
face
ラ
from
か
the
ら顔
camera.
取られたくない理由でも
Was there some reason she didn't want to be videotaped?
渋谷地震の時に
Her face got
顔
burned
に
during
や
the
けどを負
Shibuya
ったとか
earthquake,
で
he said.
人に見
He
られ
hates
るの
people
を
seeing her.
ああ、そ
Oh,
れ
so
で
that's why.
ただこの時は
But
一
this
瞬で
time,
すが
he happened to get glimpses
偶
of
然映
her.
ってしまったようです
The timestamp on the screen indicated it was late at night on the 12th of October.
10月12
October
日
12th, isn't that?
それって
He
確
remembered
か
writing that down, so he flipped open his notebook.
ああ、そうだ。
Alright, that's the first day Miyashiro and Aramura were attacked by
初め
Senri
て
Minami
南
Sawa.
さん。
先輩、ハイダリコさん来ました。
Here's Rika Haida, sir. He quickly turned his eye back to the screen. In the video, the door to the entrance opened and a woman came staggering inside. Perhaps her leg didn't work right. Maybe she was injured, because he could tell she was dragging it. Her hair covered her face, making it impossible to read her expression.
おい、
Wait, is that?
あれ、
ええ、
Yeah. Shinjo and the other detective gasped. Riko Haida was holding a long object in her hand, something like a staff, and used it to support herself. It looks exactly like the iron rebar that was currently skewering her body.
まさか
Wait,
自
she
分で
skewered
持
on
ち込ん
rebar
だ
that
鉄
she
筋
brought in
で
herself?
串刺しに
It was just a recording, but Shinjo found himself holding his breath nervously, as if he was watching live footage. She walked right by the security camera. It seemed like she wanted to avoid showing her face, but she must have tripped on something when she was right under the camera, because she staggered. When she did, her hair flew backwards and you could finally get a glimpse of her face. Shinjo's eyes went wide.
似てる
It was just like her. All of her features matched the description. They're identical to a composite sketch based on the description by someone who had barely survived an attack by this woman. No way, this is... The girl in the video was... Don't worry, Yui. I'll stay with you every minute until it's safe. Okay. Come on, cheer up, okay? Okay. Yui nodded. She was still pale. Not only had she gone through a lot last night, but she just found out that she was psychic. She wasn't looking good at all. I explained to her what I thought she needed to know, and then told her that no matter what, she must never be alone from now on. It was true the return of the new generation man had succumbed to a temporary halt when Senri Minami Sawa hadn't been able to kill anyone on the 23rd. But no matter what the rest of the world said, it felt far too early to declare this whole thing over. You know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm actually a little excited. Huh? It's been so long since I've gone to take baths with you or sleep next to you. Okay, that's not weird at all. At some point you started growing up and acting like Yuto's big sister all the time, right? Sometimes I just want you to be my little sister. Oh jeez. Yui smiled, just a little. What about you, Yuto? Can you stay in the guest room for a while? I told him he could sleep with us in here, but I guess it's too embarrassing for him. I told him I didn't mind, but... Yui's first love, big sister, no. I'll keep that a secret, okay, no matter what. That's not creepy at all. I'm honored. Hey, Takuru, you hear that? You better try harder, or we'll steal my heart away. Sometimes Kuruzu would say things like that, just to enjoy my reaction. Lately I've gotten a lot better at not reacting the way she wanted me to. I simply snorted and she puffed her cheeks up and pouted. So, about your power. You really have no clue what it is. The small smile vanished from Yui's face. I don't know. Does anything special seem to happen around you? Special? Like what? Like I know when he's lying and stuff. That's not a psychic power. Every big sister can do that. I can always tell when Takuru is lying for one thing. Don't bring me into this. This time my don't react skill failed me. Kuruzu chuckled, finally satisfied. Damn it. I felt annoyed for a moment, and then I realised that Kuruzu was trying to send me a message. Trying to scare Yui if you can, okay? That's what she seemed to be saying. Yeah, she was right. A normal girl like Yui would never be able to handle knowing that there might be a serial killer after her. So Kuruzu was deliberately pretending to be cheerful. I realised that my tone had probably been too harsh and relaxed it. Anything else? It doesn't matter what. Anything else? Yui looked down and thought for a minute. You know, this doesn't happen often, but sometimes I feel like I can hear Yui's voice. His voice? Yeah, like you forgot something and he's in trouble, or I heard he's crying, and bad things happen, I hear it like that. Well, I heard you scream and it turned out that you really did get hurt. I see, maybe that's it. I wasn't a specialist, so I couldn't say for sure, but maybe you could call it psychic sympathy between siblings. Kunisato might know more, but for whatever reason, she had it out for us, and there was no way I was telling her about Yui. Does that happen to Yuto? Don't worry, he doesn't have any powers. I'd already checked yesterday. I can't stop coughing today, I'm really sorry. I'd shown him Yamazo's Dai Sword, and he hadn't shown any response at all. But he's not worried about me. It kind of makes me sad. That's a good thing, right? That means he's safe, right? Yeah, he shouldn't be a target. When Yui heard that, she finally seemed to feel better. Kuruzu softly put her hand on Yui's head and rubbed it. You really are a good girl, Yui. No! Kuruzu grabbed Yui before she could escape and held her tight. She thought she was about to kiss her at any second. I like you, Yui. I love you. This is nice, kind of creepy. Help me be part of Takuru. I can't help but smile. Don't do it until she tires herself out, Yui. No, save me! Just when I thought it was safe to leave Yui with Kuruzu. The three of us froze at the sudden sound of a knock. And I'm going to end the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel, as I upload every day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.